Right. What we learned in last class? Yes. Actually, we started our journey with one thing that is called as variables. Variables. Now we know how many types of variables we have it. How many types of variables? How many types of variables we have? We have four types. What are those? Repository variables. Second is session variables. And next is presentation variables. Then request variables. So these are the types of variables we have it. Next, in RPD, how many types of variables you can define? How many types of variables available? How many types? Two types. What are those? Repository variable. Second is what? Session variable. In dashboard prompt, how many variables available? How many variables available? Two things. We are defining the variables from the dashboard prompt only, right? Presentation variable, and next is what? Request variable. Two things are available. Rest. Repository variables are how many types? Repository variable types. Repository variable types. How many types? Two types. We have number one that is called as static. Number two that is called as dynamic. Now we learned yesterday static repository variables we learned. Okay, static repository variables is nothing but what is that? If any constant value we need in a number of places, simply we'll give that constant value to that variable, and variable we are going to call in a number of places. In the connection pool, yesterday we learned what? Inside the connection pool we call the variable. Because of that one, whenever we move our code from development to testing, we need not change all the connection pools. Simply I can go for changing variable name. Are you getting my point? Variable value. Sorry, not the name, variable value. Okay, now next question. How many types of initialization blocks are available? Initialization blocks available. How many types of initialization blocks available? How many types of initialization blocks available? Repository variable initialization block. Second is what? Session variable initialization block. Two types of initialization blocks we have it. Did you learn how to create the repository variable initialization block yesterday? We created, right? We created with two values. We get the max year and max month code. These two results we pass to the variables we passed it. Now second question in that same dynamic repository variable says, second question or second exercise 1 we completed, right? Develop a report to get the current year and current month data. Now second question, prove repository variables will not change until server restarted. Prove repository variables will not change until server restarted. In fact, I given this as exercise yesterday, right? Did you verify it? Okay, now today we'll try to verify that one practically. Okay, now if you go and try to see in the database level, sorry, it's not started, let it start. Okay, if I want to get here, if you want to get here, max year, then what is the query you are going to write it? Select max of year from D1 underscore calendar to. This is the query. This query today it is giving the answer to you. What is the answer it is giving? 1999 it is giving. But what I am going to do is now I am going to enter one record I am going to enter in the database. Go to the database, log in here, and we are trying to insert one record. Which record I am inserting? 2000 year corresponding record I am inserting. After I inserted, if that query result will come as what? 2000, right? Are you getting my point? Okay. Let it start. It's starting. Yeah, it started. Now let us go and try to observe here your report. Let me open first your report. I am opening your report yesterday whatever you worked. Analytics, sign in, then catalog. Then yesterday we worked with the dynamic repository variable. So in this dynamic repository variable report, we used here in the criteria what variable we used? V underscore max underscore year. This v underscore max underscore year is our dynamic repository variable. Let me provide here password. Then if you go and try to observe here manage, then variables, and we have here dynamic repository variable that is called as v underscore max underscore year. These values are coming from where? SQL query. Now what I am doing is as part of the first point we have here nodes. I want to insert one record into the calendar table. Let me insert it and commit it. Okay, let me go and try to do that activity. I am going to the year. So I am trying to write here the query insert into D1 underscore calendar 2. We are trying to insert into the D1 calendar 2. What are the columns you want to insert it? One column is called as name year column I want it. Second column is called as month code column. Time being that is enough I think. Because our SQL query referring these two columns only, right? Then values we are passing into this one as 2000 is the value and other one is 2001 is the month. Let us go and try to run this one. We got the record, one row is inserted, and to get the clarity if I written here select, sorry you have to commit it, right? Commit also I am doing select max of year comma max of month code from D1 underscore calendar 2. Then if we go and try to execute this one, we are getting what? 2000 and 2001. 2000 and 2001. Right. Now we understand this one. What we are doing, the first step we understand it. Second step is what? We have to clear all the caches so that we'll have the confidence. Okay, it is executing from where? Database only. It's not executing from cache. That kind of confidence we have it. So how to clear this one? If you go to the front end, administration, then manage sessions, there we have the close all cursors. We cleared all Oracle OBIEE presentation service cache. And Oracle OBIEE server caches I didn't enable actually. That is the reason it is disabled mode only available. So I need not clear it. Because Oracle OBIEE server caches are not creating it because I didn't enable it. So now do we have any caches corresponding to your report? No. If caches are not available, what is the next step we are asking here? What is the next step we are asking here? Run the same report and observe that still we are getting 1999 data because my repository installation block not ran with what? Report run. What is the meaning is, let us say I am going to the reporting side, catalog, then I am trying to open this report whatever we have it, or click on this one. If I click on open, what data we are seeing? Tell me inside this report, do I have here, inside this report, do I have here variable is available or not? This variable is coming from where? SQL query. But this variable is taking already existing value whatever available that is providing to the report, or this variable is executing at the time of runtime? Already whatever value available inside the variable, that only it is giving it. Variable, even though it is coming from the SQL query, it is not executing the SQL query. If it is executing the SQL query, then we should get here 2000 data, right? As it is not executing the SQL query, there is reason still we have what? 1999 data only, because previous execution is 1999. That's what it's showing it. When you executed previously is because we clicked manually test option. Do you remember? Whenever I was creating yesterday installation block, manually I clicked on what? Test option. Test option I clicked means SQL query executed and the result is passed to the variable or not? Yes. Now, okay, we realized one point with your report run. With your report run, variable corresponding repository installation block SQL query is not running. Just simply variable is supplying what already it has. What already it has the value that only it is supplying. It is not executing the SQL query. That's what I want to confirm. Next, second, restart Oracle BI server. Okay, we'll do that. I am going to the how to open the enterprise manager demo.us.oracle.com. Then we have here EM. Then we are providing here username and password, sign in. In the enterprise manager, we have the availability page. We are going for business intelligence, BA instance. Then we are going to the availability page. Then we have here BA presentation server. Then we are trying to say as restart selected. Yes. Now, whenever you restart the, sorry. Which server you have to start? Oracle BA server. You are sleeping then. You are not guiding me. Then you are sleeping, right? So, I am trying to click on here restart Oracle BI server, that is restarting. Once it is restarting, then backend what will happen is whatever installation blocks available, repository installation blocks, those all things will be executed. If really those all things are executed, then we get 2000 corresponding data, right? Okay, we completed now what? Restarting Oracle based server. Next is what? Again clear the caches so that it won't execute from the cache. Let me do that. I can go and I can clear the caches. I am going to the administration page, then sign in, then manage sessions, closing all cursors. Anyhow, we don't have Oracle based server cache is enabled. So now can I go and can I open the report? Catalog, I am opening the report. What data we are seeing it? Forget about this data. What is the value of this value is came here? 2000. Why it is came? Because my variable value is 2000 now, right? My variable value is what? 2000 now. So overall, you got the clarity now. As part of the Oracle based server, restart your dynamic repository in installation block, whatever we have it, that is ran, and we got the 2000 value to the variable that is substituted in the filter condition, right? So same thing we are trying to confirm here. Let us go and try to see. Run the above report and observe that 2000 record is displaying in the filter condition. Once observed, delete the record that we inserted, execute below query so that other people can enjoy the same. You understand my point? Now what we proved here, whenever I ran the report, though inside the report we are using dynamic repository variable, the dynamic repository variable corresponding installation block is executing or not executing? Not executing. That's what we confirmed, that's it. Even though inside the report you are using the variable corresponding dynamic repository in installation block is not executing with report run. That's what we confirmed, simple point. To confirm that point only we did this activity. Excellent. Now I would like to delete whatever record I entered here. Let me go and try to delete that one. So I want to delete it. Delete. It's not copying, sorry. So how to write the delete statement? Delete from table d1 underscore calendar to where YEAR year is equal to 2000. Now go and try to run this one. Then we are seeing here one row is deleted, and try to commit it. Then if you execute it, it has to come as 1999 and 1999 04. So we observed and we reverted our thing whatever we did it. That is the second exercise. Second exercise. So a second exercise only yesterday I given as an activity for you, and I'm not sure how many people tried about it. Okay, next third exercise. Third exercise or third scenario. What is the scenario? Handling partitions and fragmentation content condition dynamically. What is the meaning of that one? For example, nowadays people are talking something new in the market, some statistics, algorithms, blah blah blah, right? Okay, so what we are doing is, previously you did whatever we have the records in the T1 underscore customer to table A to M, if a customer name is starting with A to M, if customer name starting with A to M, then we stored into where? Then we stored into what table we stored? B 160 customer A to M table we stored it. That's what I remembered, right? Now second situation, what we did, if customer name is starting with from where to where? N to Z, then we stored into the N to Z table we stored it. That's what we did, right? Now what I am saying is, I am least bothered about the alphabets. What I will do is, I will write an ETL program like this. ETL program written number rule 1. Source data sorted from where to where? A to Z. That is the rule 1. Rule 2. Okay. Calculate total number of records in source. Okay. Now rule 3. Divide total number of records with 2. with 2. Then rule 4. Rule 4. Load both tables with equal number of records. With equal number of records. This is what I am saying. If these rules I am executing it, can you give the guarantee A to M is going to show in first table, N to Z is going to show in second table? Here also some rule only I am following. What is my rule here? Today let us say in the source 100 records are available. I am sorting these 100 records A to Z. Then I am dividing this 100 with the 2. Then what is that? 50 records. First 50 I am going to do into the first table. Second 50 I am going to do into the second table. Let us say tomorrow 1000 records are available. First 500 records I am going to show into the first table. Second 500 records I am going to show into the second table. Okay. So then the static conditions whatever you gave last class. In the last class you gave here, sorry, we restarted the server, right? That is the reason this connection lost. We restarted, we went for here and we given the conditions we given as constant like this. But like this constant if we give it, it won't work. Suppose today up to J only first table loaded. Remaining all things loaded into where? Second table. Today's situation is like that. But tomorrow maybe up to D only loaded in the first table. Remaining all records loaded into where? Second table. Possibilities are there. So our condition also should be dynamic, as this algorithm whatever they written is dynamic. Right? So how to write the condition also dynamic or condition also dynamic? Okay. For better understanding, have a look on this screen once. See this, what is this? Read this line. What it's saying? Whatever I explained the rules, as per with the rules we do, this is what the scenario, right? This is what the scenario. Names will be start with A, but end is what? Unknown. Names will be end with Z, but starting is what? Unknown. And fragment 1 will contain what? Of the data. And fragment 2 will contain what? Remaining of. Remaining of. So how to handle this one is now, you have to go and you have to calculate here. We have to go and you have to calculate here first record. I mean, sorry, end record of the first table. How to calculate it? Select. First, let us go for star from the table. What is the first table? B160 underscore customer underscore A to M is the table. Okay, this is the first fragment. In this fragment, I want only the name column. We got the name. In this name, I want only the first letter. First letter. Then we got the first letters. And in that one, we want only the max letter. Then we are going to get here max letter. Right. So if this query is giving what it is giving, the maximum customer, we are getting it, right? Today it may be M, tomorrow it may be something else. So this result, if I am able to pass to the variable, that variable I am using in the condition means I am up to mark or not. ETL people are following whatever logic, same thing I am following here also. First I am going to the first table, I am calculating what? Up to what character it is loaded. That character I am capturing, that character I am loading into the variable. That variable I want to use as a condition. Shall we go on to this one? Okay, for that, all you have to do is what? You have to create the initialization block, you have to create it. Okay, let me give the control. Yes, Sharma, I am giving control to you. I gave the control. Create one repository initialization block using this query. You cannot copy and paste it, just try to type over there. Go to the RPD, cancel it, go to the manage menu, then create initialization block, then give the name as RIB, repository initialization block underscore. What is the purpose of this one? Max customer from partition 1, right? Okay, right here max cust underscore P1, that is partition 1. From the partition 1 we are trying to get the max customer. Then click on the edit data source. Right, that is the one. Then provide here SQL query select, then max of substr, no, of symbol bracket substr of name comma 1, close this bracket, again one more bracket, from what is the name of the table? B160 underscore cust underscore A to M. Cust underscore A to M. Okay, now go and try to click on your browse, select the connection pool, click on the test here. Now we are seeing what? M, close it, then OK, edit data target, creating the variable v underscore, then what? Max customer from where? Partition 1. Then suppose this query is writing null, then what you want to pass it is, for example, I want to pass some special character, like this I passed it. Then click on OK. This one I want to, overall I want to test it. Now this variable is mapped with what value? M. This one I want to call into yesterday whatever you defined the conditions, I want to call over there. Double click on A to M. Then in place of the n, what I have to pass here? My variable I have to pass it. So how to pass it? Instead of the less than n, I can say less than or equal to, I can go for repository variable, I can go for this one, right? Now click on OK. Now other one is what? We have to say as, in place of the greater than, then we have to pass here variables, then like this. Now whatever we give in the conditions, that condition will work whatever way they load now data. This condition will work or not? whatever they load the data, these conditions will work or not? Yes. That's how we are trying to automate our things. That's what the scenario 3. With this, I completed, what is that? Repository variables. And I am saying finally, revert the work. Revert the work is whatever I create the partitions to explain only this one I created. Down the line, I am going to use what? Customer 2 table only. So I am asking you to revert it. So how to revert it? This one is disabled previously, right? I am trying to enable it, and whatever we created this one, I am trying to disable it. So let us go and try to do that one. We reverted, then save it. Okay, yes. Now there are no errors are available. Close it. Now next is what? Session variables. Session variables.